Hello and welcome along to another trip. My name's Phil, by the way, and I like to go walking and camping. This time round I'm heading off to the Peak District where I'm going to go and walk up Kinder Scout with an overnight camp on Kinder. For those of you who don't know, I recently sold my car and I have a bike, so I'll be getting the train up to Edale where the adventure starts. After following the path out of Edale train station, I stopped for some well-earned breakfast to fuel up before I headed up the track. Hello, we're out again. This time we are heading up Kinder Scout, and this is my first sort of outing without my car, so it's all been public transport so far. So a bus and 2 trains got me into Edale. Actually, it was fine. The train to Edale was packed from Manchester, so that was a bit unpleasant, and all my base layers and cold weather gear. But I'm here now. Look at that. Well worth it. So I'm going up Grinslow Knoll and I'm going to go across the tops to Kinder Scout. Depending on what time we get there, may well head on to Downfall, see what the Mermaid's Pool looks like. We'll see what time we get up the top, how much light we got left. Sun will set about 6 tonight, so yeah, not many hours walking. It should be a good night. Tomorrow, the forecast is terrible, so good outing for my new crag hopper jacket that I bought the other day. Let's go. This was a great time of year for mushrooms, and I would see loads on the trip. Some of the stones at the top of Kinder are very impressive, and I swear this looked just like a pig. The gritstone boulders, or woolpacks as they're known, are 300 million years old, and it's amazing to think that these were once at the bottom of a great river that ran through here. Sun's out and it is glorious.
Kinder Downfall is the largest waterfall in the Peak District, and on such a windy, blustery day like this, it was really impressive. The spray was coming up and getting me wet from the top of the rocks. The sun was setting and it was about time to find myself a place to camp. The sky looked glorious, but it was absolutely blowing a gale, and little did I know what was about to hit me in the early hours of the morning. It's a windy one. Cozy in here though. Good morning, campers. I'm still in my tent, obviously. The wind is still gusting a gale and the rain started now. When I showed you earlier, it was clear down one side of the valley. That's gone now. The clouds have completely come in, so white out everywhere. So I'm going to stick to my original plan, go back the way that I've come, through Kinderlow, down through Jacob's Ladder and back through to Edale that way, because there's no difference in going the longer route. I'm just going to get more wet, so back to Edale as soon as I can. So just made a brew. Going to have this, have some breakfast. I'm in no rush to move. I can't see anybody coming up here at this time in the morning in this weather conditions and asking me to move on. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So the next sort of hour or so I'll just be having some breakfast and I'll head out into the windy wet. And I guess there'll be many more windy wet videos to come. Hello. So if you don't know, I've got the OEX Fox 2 tent, and when you're pitching it, the recommendation is to pitch the inner first and then you put the outer over the top, because the inner has little sleeves for the poles. But I've just worked out you can actually pitch it and unpitch it without using those little straps on the inner. So because it's raining, I've managed to undo these poles from the slip inside the inner, just suck them in the ground, and it keeps the outer like a shell. So I've been able to put the inner away without it getting soaked. Good to know. Right then, that's where I was last night. Never have known I was there. As you can see, the views are fantastic this morning.
home in a bit. The rain's coming. Still lovely though. It took 2 hours to get down off the top of Kinder, and for that entire 2 hours I got battered by the wind and the rain. It wasn't until I got down into the valley that I got the relative calm out of the wind, but it just rained continuously for the entire day. After 5 hours of walking in the continuous rain, I was completely soaked to the skin. It was definitely time to find the nearest pub and some lunch. After a really wet and windy adventure like this, when you get to the train station, you think you're almost on the easy leg home. But it was not to be. A series of train cancellations and delays left me pretty dismayed, until I remembered my hip flask.